You slowly feel yourself begin to die inside. It's been an amazing journey. Myself, I'm all the way up.
Cushion coffee, you heard me? I, for one, real quick, people always want to know why I drink coffee and smoke weed in the morning. Caffeine plus marijuana helps stimulate your brain. It helps get it going and shit like that. You understand? But anyways, I digress. So today's topic is the ego death. What is an ego death? What are the 5 signs that you're going through an ego death? Is it bad? Is it good? A lot of people don't even know what an ego is. A lot of people think an ego is automatically bad. No. Your ego is what you created over your times of living. Your ego, if you grew up, you know what I'm saying, and you've been betrayed by people and all that shit, then your ego start recording, and your ego is the one that's telling you, hey fam, you can't trust nobody, fuck these people. Your ego is the one saying, man, fuck everybody, all you need is yourself. Your ego is the one that's keeping you separated and divided and low. So what an ego death is once you start becoming awakened, your old ego dies and your higher self begins to reconstruct a new ego that's going to benefit you for the new path that you're on. See, your old ego was there to help you through the three-dimensional sheeple sleep world. That's what that's for. So once you start becoming awakened and stuff like that, that old ego will die and your higher self will begin to reconstruct a better, newer, more improved ego. And a lot of ego deaths come off as feeling void, feeling some kind of way, but you can't put your hand on it. Depressed, anxiety, you know what I'm saying? Shit like that. But I ain't gonna get ahead of myself. I'm gonna let the video do the talking. Well, I'm gonna do the talking, but I got a couple of slides for y'all, so y'all already know how we do it on my channel. Science for the Conscious Mind. Yeet. Let's go. Y'all do know when I make these videos, I'm lightweight talking to myself. I mean, I'm giving y'all the knowledge, but I'm giving y'all the knowledge, I'm giving y'all the information at the same time. I'm checking myself because y'all got to think when I'm making this video, I'm looking at myself. So it's like looking in the mirror. You feel me? So this is why I say that I'm going through the changes and I'm going through the growth with y'all. I'm not looking down at nobody. I'm not better than nobody. I don't know it all because a wise man knows that he don't know everything. That's why he keeps seeking for knowledge. A wise man keeps seeking for knowledge because he don't know everything. But so just like I'm checking y'all, I'm checking myself too, because I'm looking at myself. And I be pointing and doing all this shit and woo, I'm looking at myself. And at the same time, I'm giving y'all the information. See, a real man is not afraid to check himself, especially in front of the world. I check myself when I'm right, when I'm wrong, when I need to correct something. I do that shit. But anyways, here we go. First sign, the dark side of the soul, the darkness of the soul. A lot of ego deaths, I know in my experience, and a lot of people who lost parents in their life, you know what I'm saying? I want to say cousins and uncles and stuff, but losing a parent is completely and utterly different. That shit creates a void in you. So a lot of people, ego deaths begin to start when they lost a parent or just a loved one. I'm not just gonna say a parent, but a parent's passing is one of the that bitch is up there. You heard me? Like, I lost my daddy 3 years ago, and that shit still feel like it's yesterday. You know what I'm saying? Cause like topics like this and all the videos that I be dropping and stuff like this, me and him will be having conversations about this every day. Like every day since I was a little boy, we would have been talking about shit like this, aliens and conspiracies and government, all this kind of shit. This is what we be talking about. So I feel like me doing this is helping my ego be reborn and be rebirthed because I went through an ego death myself. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, when a death of a loved one hit, I'm talking about a loved one hit, You know, whether it's brother, sister, mother, father, grandparent, one of your closest cousins. Like, everybody got that cousin that nigga. I tell people we brothers. You heard me? Everybody got that. So, or it can be a close homeboy, like a childhood friend that's my brother too. But y'all close like that. But the death of a loved one can start the process of an ego death, because when you looking at them in that casket and you thinking about life and you reflecting on yourself and you doing your inner spiritual work, your shadow work, and you start seeing where you need to improve in life, that's the first process of an ego death. Because like I told you, your first ego, the one that you're dealing with now, you created that. As a kid, when kids are born, kids don't have no ego. Kids are pure energy. They're free. They're not tied down by laws or nothing dealing with this matrix. They're literally the only ones that's pure and free. But as that child gets older and he start encountering fucked up people, snake individuals, liars, betrayers, cheaters, stealers, and when he or she start encountering them people, that's when you begin to create your own ego. Your ego is just um your alternate personality. That's it. Because personality, like people with multiple personality disorders, which is pretty much everybody in the world, because everybody has a different side to them. So, except for a kid. But when we get older, we start creating these these alternate personalities, these multiple personalities, because scientists and psychologists, and I've even took up psychology classes, so you know what I'm saying, a person begins to have multiple split personalities and alter egos when trauma is presented. Like, it don't necessarily have to be sexual abuse trauma, it just has to be trauma. So with that being said, now, my people, black folks, how much trauma have we been going through? Everybody got an alter ego, you heard me? Everybody do. And even when you create your new ego, that still is a form of an alter ego. It's just a better, new, and improved, because the old alter ego that you created is based off survival. So therefore, I don't trust people like that. I gotta move like that. I'm always paranoid. I'm on the swivel. Woo, woo, woo. That's your old ego. But your new ego that you creating is created off of love. And then that's when it becomes the unity consciousness. 144 hertz. You know, I'm gonna keep reminding y'all, 144 hertz, unity consciousness. We on the rise. You heard me? That's what the new ego that's going to be reborn. But I'm getting ahead of myself. But stage one of an ego death is you start going through the dark sides of your soul. You start going through depression, anxiety. You start noticing the voids in your life. You start wanting to do better, but you don't know how to do better. Like, you really start getting critical with yourself. This is the first process of an ego death. And a lot of people get scared of this process because they don't know how to handle it, because we wasn't taught this. Nobody has ever taught this to us, so we don't know. See, this is why emotion management is important, and parents need to start teaching their kids this, so when stuff like this happens, we know how to act, how to handle it, you know what I'm saying, how to go through with the flow, go through with the emotions, and just let the universe help you grow, because the universe is the one that triggered your ego death. They triggered it for a reason. Not everybody go through an ego death, you know what I'm saying? So if you went through or going through an ego death, it's for a reason. The universe triggered it in you and me for a reason. But here we go, part two. Okay, now stage 2, after you done journey to the dark side of your soul, and you know your flaws, you know your voids, you know your weaknesses, you know what I'm saying? Now you can begin to be radical honesty. You can begin to have radical honesty about yourself and about those around you in your environment. You know what I'm saying? Your magnetic energy field, your circle. So now you can have this radical honesty about yourself. This is where self-accountability come in. And I told y'all, bro, all this spiritual stuff and universal laws and all this shit is connected, my nigga. You don't gotta be a scientist or a motherfucking physicist to just, bro. You just have to pay attention. You just have to wake up and pay attention. Are you aware? You know what I'm saying? So now this is where self-accountability come in at. The law of self-accountability. Y'all remember my video on universal laws? Okay, so like, damn, I am a fucked up individual. Damn, I do be fucking over people. Damn, I be lying for no reason. Damn, I shouldn't have cheated on her. Why the fuck I cheated on him? You know what I'm saying? Damn, I shouldn't have stole that. Man, damn. Why am I so rude and disrespectful to people and be nasty and negative? Damn, why I always be, you know what I'm saying? Man, I gotta do better. I need to do better. You know what I'm saying? Fuck that. I am gonna do better. I ain't about to do that no more. I'm stopping them old habits, you feel me? I'm about to stop smoking cigarettes. I'm about to start working out. This what being radical honesty is. You know what I'm saying? You basically checking yourself. And my daddy always told me, if you don't want nobody to check you, then you need to check yourself first. And what he mean by that, let me use an example. People out there who be musty or your breath be stinking and shit like that, you gonna smell yourself before anybody else do. So once you smell yourself first, you need to check yourself first, because if you go out here and somebody else smell your musty ass or your breath stink, they gonna check you, and then you gonna get all defensive and get mad. Your ego gonna get all defensive and mad, woo woo. No. And that's what need to happen on a larger scale of things. We need to start checking ourselves before anybody else can check us. Since y'all don't like criticism, those who can't handle criticism and advice, start checking yourself. Because if this person who don't know you from a can of paint seen your flaws from 10 miles away, then that means you been woke up and noticed your shit a long time ago. And you just refuse to do anything about it because your ego, motherfucker gonna accept me for the way I am. I ain't changing for nobody. Ain't shit wrong with me. Something wrong with the world. That's your ego. That ain't you. That's your motherfucking ego. Because check this out. You are a perfectly imperfect being. Meaning you was created perfectly. The universe don't make no fucking mistakes. The universe don't make mistakes. The damn trees is beautiful. The flowers bloom on time, every time in spring. The bees buzzing. Everything has a natural order. Everything is perfect. Even you. You are perfect. But you are imperfect at the same time. You want to know why you imperfect? That's because you're real. Anything that's real is imperfect. You know what I'm saying? So, anyways, you just got to start, checking yourself. Be radically honest with yourself. And for those of you who can't take criticism, then you need to check yourself before anybody else get to you. Self-accountability is law. And if you don't uphold that law, then what the karma is? Somebody out here gonna check you and you gonna get mad and you possibly get into a fight, get an argument, or whatever the fuck happens or transpires from there. Check yourself. Ain't nobody perfect. You fucked up somewhere down the line and you gotta check yourself. Self-accountability. Be radically honest. And once you be radically honest with yourself, you need to put in the law of action and actually act on changing, bettering yourself. Because then While you do that, by the time you reach the end, by the time you reach the end of your spiritual journey, you started off perfectly imperfect. Once you reach the end of your journey, you're perfectly perfect. And nothing's impossible. If you separate I am impossible, what is it? I'm possible. So it is possible. Part 3. Let's go. Okay, now the next phase. Now after you done been radically honest with you, everything around you, and you start to make the efforts to change, then you'll have a heightened sense of awareness. You'll have a heightened sense of awareness. You feel me? And it's funny because most conscious people would tell you this is exactly how you become consciously and woke. Most conscious, I ain't gonna go that far. Fuck all that because nah, I can't say that. Like real, authentic, conscious people, our egos have died or is dying, and our new self or our true self, instead of saying new self, our true self is beginning to emerge just like a phoenix from the ashes. And it's funny because your soul is just a ball of fire. You feel me? And they say your skin came from the ground, the ashes, ashes to ashes, dust to dust, and both the phoenix rise from the motherfucking ashes. But your higher self rises. So therefore, we're not as egotistical as most sheeple. Like our ego is more so of comes from love. Like I told y'all earlier, there's two kinds of egos. When you born, your ego is survival. Once you grow and evolve and become awakened and conscious, because that's all conscious means is aware. You have a heightened sense of awareness, a heightened sense of consciousness. You know better, a sense of unity consciousness, 144 hertz. Your new ego operates on love. So our ego has everything to do with love and unity and oneness. Y'all gonna get these gems. But the next phase is a heightened sense of awareness. You start becoming more conscious. You become aware of what you put in your body. You become aware of who you let around in your energy circle. You know what I'm saying? Magnetic field, your aura. You are aware and conscious of who you let, you know, touch you and shit like that. That's why I don't shake everybody's hand. You know, I might, you know what I'm saying, what's happening, fam? You feel me? And we might just might hit shins or something, but so much as shake your hand and woo. I don't shake everybody's hands, and then when I do, I shake your hand and look you dead in your eye. And you'd be surprised. A lot of people are intimidated by that, you know what I'm saying? Because the eyes are the windows of the soul. You feel me? And a lot of people got a lot of shit to hide within themselves. So that's why some people look down when they talk to you. You know, that's why some people shake your hand and look down or whatever, you know what I'm saying? That's because the eyes are the windows of the soul. And something ain't right with their soul, you feel me? So if I do shake your hand, I'm looking you dead in your eye. You feel me? Yeah, what's happening? How you doing? Yeah. So I can get that feel. But sometimes I can already feel the energy before we even make it that far. Like, nah. Like, yeah, what's happening, fam? Oh, what's happening, fam? You know what I'm saying? Like that. It ain't no rudeness. It's just, hey, I got this heightened sense of awareness. I got this heightened sense of consciousness. I know that energy is transferred. I know some people are energy vampires who just suck your energy. You know what I'm saying? Have y'all ever been into the store before? Have y'all ever been in the store in the checkout line and somebody behind you just get this close up on you and shit like that while they waiting? Like you up here checking and they just breathing down your damn back like, God damn, back up. That's an energy vampire. They sense your energy, they sense your aura, and they trying to get a piece of that. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, this shit is deep on a spiritual level. I'm trying to tell you, you heard me? Look, but you know, But once you start having a heightened sense of awareness and a heightened sense of consciousness, you start to move different. You start to interact different. You know what I'm saying? And your ego begins to start shifting from survival to love, because your ego, your magnetic field, everything is tied in. Is everything attracts it. So if your ego is based off survival, then everything that comes into your life will be about survival. Even your people, some people be like, man, you gotta watch out for your friends, because that's the kind of people that you attracting. That's the kind of environment that you attracting. If you need a gun to be there, you don't need to be there. Simple as that. You know what I'm saying? So once your mind and your ego begins to you know what I'm saying, becomes focused on love and positive and shit like that, your environment and people that you once used to attract will start to repel. You know what I'm saying? Negative energy begins to repel unless it's an energy vampire. You know what I'm saying? But and then you will start attracting a whole different circle, a whole different crowd, a whole different environment, a whole different reality. You know what I'm saying? That consciousness, the universe is consciousness, and we all connected. So now, once your heightened sense of awareness get higher and it becomes heightened, then you begin to shed the old you. Excuse me. Let me grab my 40. You ain't drinking water in the morning. What you doing? What y'all thought I was just drinking coffee? Nah, man, come on. All the coffee I drink, I better drink a 40 ounce of water. Okay. But once you start having a heightened sense of awareness, then you begin to start shedding the old you. This is when old things don't interest you anymore. Like certain conversations that you and like certain friends will have just don't interest you no more. You know, certain TV shows or TV period just don't interest you no more. That's because you starting to look for deeper meanings and deeper things in life to fill you up, because now, like I said, you didn't kill the old ego. Now you're beginning to build and create and give birth to this new ego, who's now is a deeper individual, who is a more positive individual, who is a more loving individual, who's more connected with the universe and consciousness individual, who's more aware of everything. So now a lot of old 3D sheeple shit ain't gonna cut it. And a lot of old people and friends just not gonna cut it. So then you just start shedding them, which just start cutting motherfuckers off, basically. You know what I'm saying? And like people whose ego is not going through this transformation or transmutation or whatever, you know what I'm saying? They can't understand it. And they call it, man, that nigga changing up. Man, that nigga changing. Man, look at that nigga think he better than everybody. But you think you a know-it-all? Mr. Know-it-all? You think you better than everybody? Who you think you is? Malcolm X? Martin Luther King? Huh? Come on, man. That's when niggas start doing that old pussy shit like that. You heard me? That old lame shit like that. Shout it. That's when your homegirls and them start doing all that weak shit like that. But she thinks she just better than everybody. Just look at her. Yeah, that's when they start doing that. That shows you the people who's been hating on you from day one. Cause a real homie or a real homegirl will see you will see your transformation, and they will want to be a part of that. So they will begin to start changing little things in their life. You know what I'm saying? Now you done inspired them to become a better them. Now you inspired them to kill off their ego a little bit. You know what I'm saying? A real friend would be proud of you, and they will start incorporating the little gems and the little things that you done did in your life into their life, because they see that how it's making you feel. You know what I'm saying? How, you know, shit like that. So that's when you start to see. And then when you see people start doing that, start cutting their ass off, man. Start cutting their ass off. You heard me? So keep growing. Keep blooming. Keep being you. Keep finding you. Keep doing you at all costs. Don't be a narcissist. Don't be self-centered because your new ego operates off love. Don't ever go back to the old you. So, but at the same time, you got to look out for you and you got to love you now. Like, I don't mind helping nobody out, but if it's going to hurt me, I ain't going to do it. You feel me? I don't mind looking out for the next person, but if it's going to hurt me and if it ain't going to bring nothing positive back to me on a reciprocation scale, I can't rock with that bit dog, a homegirl or whatever. That's what it is. So shed that old you, keep growing, and the last step to where you finally reach your newborn ego, your phoenix has risen from the ashes and everything. The new, well, my bad, not the new you, but the true you. Check it out. Now you awaken. You detach from the 3D world. You detach from all this materialistic shit that really don't bring you happiness, because now you at peace. You at serenity. You are already happy. Now that people get shit twisted when spiritual people say that they're not materialistic, that don't mean that we don't like gadgets. That means that whether I have this shit or not, I'm still gonna be happy and do me. You know what I'm saying? That's all the fuck that mean. Some people lose little ass materials that they can get tomorrow or some shit, and they whole world is fucking destroyed. Nah, bro, it ain't like that. Nigga, if I lose my TV today, bro, I'm gonna go down to Walmart, go buy another motherfucker, throw that bitch on the wall, continue watching motherfucking Netflix. Fuck it. I had to spend money, but that's what money is. Money is currency, which is energy, and it's always going to be flowing. So whether I spend money, I'm going to always receive money. And since I know this dynamic, the fuck am I stressing about? Bills, well, the bills is always paid. And if you pay them a month ahead, that's one less thing to stress about. So now every time you pay your bills on the first of the month, that shit is always a month ahead. So therefore it's like, shit, nigga, it's whatever. I can take a break one time, take a whole check, go take a trip. But that's a financial literacy video that I will probably get into later on, because I haven't made a financial literacy video in a long time. But now you awaken. You know what I'm saying? Whether this person leave me or not, I'm still gonna be happy. I'm still gonna do me. I'm still gonna live life because I am spiritually free and I have this new ego that's operating on love, and everything that's meant for me will be attracted to me. So once you start attracting the things that's meant for you, they will never leave. You feel me? So it's just, and a lot of people can't get that because they still tied into this 3D materialistic realm. A lot of people want money because they're depressed or sad, and they think that money makes them happy. No, money just gave you energy to go do some shit. And deep down inside, you still battling with your demons. Deep down inside, you still broken. Deep down inside, you still messy and you got some work to do. You can fix up the outside all day long, but if you don't do the inside work, the fuck? That's like buying a fucking mansion. That bitch beautiful as fuck on the inside, but as soon as you walk in, that bitch look like a bando. That bitch like a trap house. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, goddamn, this ain't what the fuck the outside. The fuck? You really living like this? You really living like this? Ladies, you know how you go over to a nigga house, you like, damn, nigga, you really living like this? Yeah, it's a nigga looking at your ass from the inside like, damn, bitch, you really living like this? Your whole inside just, you know what I'm saying? God damn. And that's how it is. A lot of y'all be beautiful as fuck, but the inside, your temple, that motherfucker, you like, God damn, bitch, you really living like this? You got self-doubt here, insecurity here. You got fear over there. That motherfucker, goddamn, fear is a big pile of shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real, you heard me? But what I'm saying, man, once you fix the inside and you become awakened, then you can start to work on the outside. Because the work on the outside ain't nothing but material shit anyways. You can always buy that shit. You can always buy that, but you can't buy another soul. You can't buy another spirit, my nigga. This is what you got right now. You are the spirit. You are the soul, nigga. So you are the only one, nigga. This is it. This is you, bro. You've been traveling the motherfucking universe and galaxy for fucking eons, bro. This is you.
Everybody got a problem with me just being me. Trying to find out when the line cared about the opinion of sheep.